Greetings to all of you from the strategy room of the Center for Psychodynamic Equilibrium. What we will be looking at today is the question of human resource maintenance. Now, I know that most of you are human resource directors, and what I just said, I'm sure, did not make you feel very happy. I'm sure you saw this as another budget item coming up that you would have justified to your board. But let me also tell you that this is one budget item that is going to make your life a lot easier. As you all know, it's just about 2 years since the economy in most parts of the world went through a very difficult time. And all of you know that we have had to make far-reaching changes in order to respond to the challenges that this critical situation has forced us to face. And all of you know that the way we do business has changed. Now, looking at these changes from a human resource development perspective, what we see right now is an urgent need to create a context within which the human resources that we value so much and which are so vital for our various business operations are able to function comfortably. And when I say comfortably, I mean we have got to create an environment that minimizes the stress that these human resources are subjected to. And as we all know, there are limits to the extent to which stress can be minimized, because after all, the nature of business, the nature of our corporate structures are all about stress and dealing with stress. There is no way to run away from this. And so it is that we have got to find the ways and the means by which the stress that builds up in our human resources can be released in an acceptable way from time to time, so that the overall stress build-up in these human resources does not reach a point where we have a breakdown. We at the Center for Psychodynamic Equilibrium have been at the cutting edge of research into human development over the last 15 years, as most of you know very well. And now we are bringing our attention to bear on this new challenge that corporate entities are increasingly being faced with. We know that you have some of the very best human resources you could find in South Asia, perhaps even in the world. But we also know that those human resources are being subjected to very high levels of stress due to the extreme competitiveness that is developing in the global economy following the deterioration that we saw over the last 2 years. Our focus has therefore begun to shift towards how we can make corporate human resources more comfortable, how we can decrease the levels of stress that build up in these human resources, and how we can ensure that these human resources are able to function at their optimum levels for long periods of time. Out of the work that we have done on this set of questions, we have come up with certain very clear directions in which action has got to be taken without delay. We call this initiative, or we could say set of initiatives, human resource maintenance. And we are fairly certain that as far as the field of human resource management is concerned, this area of human resource maintenance is going to take precedence over the field of human resource development in the course of the next 12 months. And how well this question of human resource maintenance is addressed by you is definitely going to show up on the bottom line of your balance sheet at the end of this 12-month period. Now, I will try to outline the basic concepts underlying this initiative that we call human resource maintenance. Very simply, it is all about the build-up of stress, the impact that repetitive work and the workstation postures have on the human organism, and the question of whether these stresses can be quickly and effectively released. These are the main areas that we are concerned with, and you will be surprised at the areas from which the solutions that we have come up with arise.